Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Nama Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnamebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripa Tamaham Bande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Shri Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Mishwaram. Hare Krishna. So we were discussing about I think the second verse of Srimad Bhagwatam. We discussed different elements that is explained in the second verse, and we also elaborated on the power of envy, 4 types of envy. So envy is a great barrier for our Krishna consciousness and we must understand that it is envy that has brought us from the spiritual world to material world, and it is envy which is going to perpetuate our material existence. So long we don't learn how to deal with envy, all our dreams of going back to Vaikuntha, going back to spiritual world, going back to Vrindavan, and all our practices of spiritual life, whatever we are doing, will not be fruitful. So we need to really work upon dealing with our envy. In spiritual world, the basic principle is there is no envy, right? And in material world, the basic principle is it is full of envy. Everyone is envious of each other. And we discussed how finding faults and trying to create groups, and all these are actually aspects of envy. We may color it in whatever way, but it is actually envy. Rather, our acharyas have said that how different anarthas, whatever anarthas we have, the 6 anarthas, lust, anger, greed, pride, everything actually originates from envy. Like for example, lust actually originates from envy. Why he would enjoy, I should enjoy like him or her, then it is actually lust. Greed, to when we are envious of someone, why he is possessing so many things, I also want to possess whatever he has, then it is greed. Anger, when I want to control like him, then it becomes anger. So all the anarthas, whatever we are experiencing, the root cause of everything is envy. Rather, the body what we have got is actually the product of our envy. Otherwise, the soul doesn't require a material body. Rather, the soul gets a material body as a product, as a byproduct of being envious. So we must really understand that this envy is something which we really need to work, And even great even people who have practiced spiritual life for a lot many years were also envious. And in the assignment you will I have given so many examples which you have to fill a box and a table, where we see that so many personalities, they are really great. Like Indra is really great. Indra is not like a some chowkidar in some bungalow of a village jamindar. Indra is a very powerful person. Sometimes because of reading all these stories about Indra in different pastimes, we may think, oh, I think Indra is just a normal person. No, Indra is a very great person. Indra is a very powerful person. But even such a powerful person gets affected with envy so often. And we also saw Diti, how Diti was affected with envy. Kaikeyi was affected with envy. Duryodhana was not a simple person. He was a very good king. He was a very good king. He was a very good statesman. Karna was a very good statesman. There is in Maharashtra, I don't know how many of you know about it, there is a book on Karna, glorifying Karna, Data Karna. Right? So Karna is a very powerful person. He was a very good statesman. He was a very good king who would nicely take care of all the citizens of the Anga Desh, what Duryodhana gave him. But all things got spoiled in the life of Karna and Duryodhana because of envy. All, whatever the story of Mahabharata you are reading, that you can easily understand that it all started with envy. Karna was envious of Arjuna, and Duryodhana was envious of the entire Pandavas. And that envy created so much of havoc in their life. So we must understand that as devotees, and these are all devotees. Duryodhana is devotee. He's born in the family of Kurus. Can you imagine? Diti is a devotee. She is wife of Kashyapa. Similarly, Indra is a devotee. These are not non-devotees. These are not materialistic people. These are devotees. So we should really understand that as devotees, the greatest struggle and fight that we'll have for as we go ahead in our Krishna consciousness is envy, is our jealousy towards other devotees who are excelling in different categories. So if we do not learn nicely how to deal with envy, we will not be able to make spiritual progress. Krishna is not going to allow us to enter spiritual world if he sees envy in our heart. Because spiritual world, there is no envy. You will also read some purports which I have said, where in spiritual world, there is no trace of envy, no trace of envy. So that's why please take these sessions very seriously, and the assignment that I have given very seriously, because and try to apply it in your life. Whenever, anytime, little bit of envy comes, immediately report to some of your well-wisher who can really help you out, and don't let envy overpower you. Because sometimes we just think that I can just, okay, envy is coming, it will go away. It will not go away by your own. You cannot take out envy by your own. You have to confide to someone, okay, I'm feeling envious to this person, to this devotee. Please help me out. So please try to really take these sessions seriously and apply in life. If you really want to become serious in spiritual life and go back to Godhead, you have to really work upon your envy of the heart. And those who are really envious, they say that they are not envious, like Daksha. Right? The Daksha was telling, I am not envious at all of Lord Shiva. right? I am not speaking about at all with envy. So we must understand that the very fact that we are having a material body proves that we are envious. To the extent that Srila Prabhupada used to tell that his god brothers, when Srila Prabhupada got so much of success, his god brothers in Mayapur and in different places, they got so envious that they were not ready to give a place to ISKCON in Mayapur. And they really became very envious. So you can understand to what extent this disease of envy can really trouble us, And if we really don't work upon it, we will get stuck in this material world. And so much of whatever, all these spiritual practices and all will land up into no use. So it's my request that please take this assignment and also these classes very seriously and really work upon the envy and jealousy of your heart. Hare Krishna. So today we will see the first verse and we will see how this first verse can help us really develop more trust and faith and also overcome envy. So we will see the first and third verse in relation to the second verse only. The second verse speaks about the qualification to hear Srimad Bhagwatam comes in to understand Srimad Bhagwatam is by becoming non-envious. So we will see this verse and we will recite this verse first. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Janmadiyasya yatanvayad itaratastacharthesu abhigyaswarat.
Janmadiyasya tvanvayaditarataschatheshu abhigyaswarat.
Tene brahma hrudadikavaye muhyanti yatsuryaha.
Tene brahma hridayadikavaye muhyanti yatsuryaha.
Tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo amrisha.
Tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo amrisha.
Dhamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi.
Dhamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi.
Okay, one more. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sam Prabhuji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Janmadiyasya yatanvayaditaratasthachartheshu abhigyaswarat.
Janmadiyasya anavayaditarataschath abhigyaswarat.
Tene brahma hridadikavaye muhyanti yatsuryaha.
Tene brahma hridaya dikavaye muhyanti yatsuryaha.
Tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo amrisha.
Tejo vari mridam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo amrisha.
Dhamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi.
Dhamna svena sada nirasta kuhakam satyam param dhimahi.
Okay, very good. Okay. So those who have not switched on their videos, please switch on. Okay. Some people I am not able to see. Yes, please switch on your videos. I hope. Okay, so this verse speaks about different aspects of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this verse is about Sambandha Jnana. or our relationship with Lord. As all of you, we had discussed in the beginning of this session, that how the first verse talks about Sambandha, the second verse talks about Abhidheya, and third verse talks about Prayojan. So second verse talks about Abhidheya, or how to revive. So how to revive our Krishna consciousness? By reading Srimad Bhagwatam, understanding Srimad Bhagwatam, getting envy out of our heart, working on the envy, and then we can really revive Krishna consciousness. But the first verse talks about our relationship with Krishna. Okay. So it talks about who is Krishna, who is God. So there are different attributes mentioned in this verse. So 6 attributes about Krishna. There are 6 things mentioned about God or Krishna. Who is God? If you ask, then there are 6 things mentioned about Krishna. So the first thing that is mentioned is that Krishna is, or God, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So it says that Bhagavate means that God is Vasudevaya, or the son of Vasudev, that is Krishna. So the son of Vasudev, Krishna, is actually God, it declares. And then it says about this God, or the son of Vasudev, Krishna, has 6 special attributes which we will be discussing in Srimad Bhagwatam. Srimad Bhagwatam deals with Krishna, who has these 6 special attributes. Okay. So the first thing is Janmadi Yashya yato anvayad itaratas cha arthesu abhigya. Okay, this is the first thing. So the first thing is Janmadi Yashya yato anvayad itaratas chartheshu abhigya. Okay. So Srila Prabhupada only mentions abhigya, but I have mentioned the entire thing, right? Abhigya means, so the first thing is the Lord is abhigya, or he is cognizant or knowledgeable. He is in full knowledge. He is in full knowledge of what? He is in full knowledge of Janma Adi Yashya. So Janma Adi means, Janma means creation. So he is in full knowledge of creation. Adi, when anything Adi, when Adi is mentioned in Sanskrit after a word, Adi becomes etc. How many of you know in English there is a thing called etc, right? Like son, daughter, etc. I don't know anything else. Son and daughter is complete. Maybe car, mobile, etc. Then you understand car, mobile, then house, and then amenities of the house, and car, mobile, house, etc. Wife, etc. It doesn't make sense. So, but Janma Adi means creation, etc. means creation. Then there is maintenance, and then there is destruction. Okay. So he is abhigya, or he knows, he is fully in knowledge about these 3 things: creation, maintenance, destruction. And not just he is in full knowledge, itarata and anvayat. Anvayat matlab directly, itarata matlab indirectly. So directly and indirectly he knows about how things are working. Like for example, directly means imagine some Mataji, let's say Syamapriya Mataji is hiring a maid. So when the maid comes, So the maid is doing all the cleaning all the utensils and all. And one utensil is being, all the utensils are being killed. So though the maid is directly cleaning the utensils, but Shyama Priya Mataji knows that how, which utensils are there and all. So she is indirectly involved, but she knows because it is her kitchen, right? So this is, so because this world belongs directly to Krishna, the Krishna is, though sometimes in some places is indirectly involved, like the Devatas are involved, Brahma is involved, but though the Devatas and Brahma are involved, still Krishna is Abhigyaha. Abhigya means he is fully in knowledge. Fully in knowledge. So the first aspect that is mentioned is Krishna is Abhigya. Krishna is fully in knowledge. He knows each and every nook and corner of the universe, right? Where creation, maintenance and destruction, everything is going on. So the first aspect that is mentioned is Abhigya. The second one that is mentioned is Swarat. Like sometimes we may be Abhigya, but we may not have any control, right? Like for example, I may come to know that in Kota, in Veer Narasimha Prabhu, Ritu Mataji has made a special item for Veer Narasimha Prabhu. And I just came to know some special sweet and special on Sunday it is being made. So now I came to know, but can I immediately go to Kota and eat it? I cannot go. I have no control, right? So even if sometimes we know certain things, we may not have influence to change those things based on what we want to do, right? But Krishna, he knows also, and he has the influence and control to change it according to his own will again. So that is meaning of Swarat. So Krishna is not just Avigya, he is also Swarat. He is fully in control. Fully in control. And the third aspect is Tene Brahma Hruda. That he is the source of all knowledge. And he is the source of knowledge to Adi Kavai. Matlab the Adi Kavi. Kavi means one who is very knowledgeable. Adi Kavi is Brahma. So Krishna is even the source of knowledge to the most intelligent person, with the first intelligent person in this whole creation, Adi Kavi. Kavi means intelligent, or Adi Kavi is Brahma. So Krishna gives knowledge even to the most intelligent. That means Krishna is the source of all knowledge. So the third one is, he is Brahma Hruda, or he gives knowledge, he transmits knowledge through heart. That is the third thing. And fourth thing that is mentioned here is Muhyanti Yat Surayaha. Krishna has the power to even bewilder. Muhyanti Yat Surayaha. Even great demigods are bewildered by Krishna's influence. Can anyone give some example how Krishna bewildered different demigods or different sages? Yes. Krishna bewildered Brahma. Yes. Who else? What else?
नारद जी जब शादी करने के लिए बोल रहे थे और फिर उन्होंने रूप दिया था.
Okay. Narad, Krishna also bewildered Narad. Govardhan Lila, Krishna bewildered Indra also. Yes, someone else?
Lord Shiva,
Lord Shiva, Krishna bewildered Lord Shiva, Mohini Murti. Yes. What else? Nothing else? That's it? No, there are so many examples. Some rishis. Krishna bewildered Markandeya Muni. Markandeya Rishi wanted to see the special effects of illusion. Maya kya hota hai? I want to see Maya. And then Markandeya Rishi, immediately Krishna sipped Markandeya Rishi within. And inside he saw again the same thing what he was seeing outside. And inside also he saw the same thing. And then he came out, he again saw the out. So in, out, everything he saw same. So, and then he was put in he was tossed into the Pralaya Sagar and all those things. So Muhyanti Yat Suraya. Krishna has bewildered, has the power to bewilder. Huh? Kamdev also. Yes, Kamdev.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Krishna even bewildered his own incarnation Parshurama.
Very good. That's a very good. So this is a very nice thing that our Rajesh Prabhu said, that this is a verse. What Rajesh Prabhu said, there is a verse on this. Sukadeva Goswami says in the 3rd canto, Vismana, Krishna bewilders even his own incarnation. Like Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu was desiring to take darshan of Krishna. Similarly, all other incarnation gets mesmerized. How is Krishna? So Krishna also even bewilders his own incarnation. So Muhyanti Yat Suryaha. Right? And then there is an example of how Krishna's material prakriti. How Krishna's material prakriti is very, very illusory. So it says that Tejo Vari Mridam Yatha Binimayo Yatra Tri Sarga Amrisha. What it means is Tejo Vari. Tejo means fire. Vari means water. Mridam. So if you have seen fire, in front, over the fire, over the what do you say, the oval of the fire, and the fire is in the Yajna Kunda, and then there are, on the top of the fire, you will see some water vapor, or there is some water like that. The feeling will be there like water. How many of you have seen? I don't know. If you see big fire, on the top of the fire, there will be as if visualization of water. So just like above the fire, there is no water, but you feel that there is some water. Similarly, Krishna creates this 3 sarga. So this material creation is created, the 3 modes of material nature, 3 sarga is created, and it creates some amrisha. Amrisha matlab virtual reality. So what we say as virtual reality or meta. So the metaverse, meta universe, or whatever it is, the virtual reality, the Sanskrit equivalent is amrisha, almost real, but it is actually virtual. Dhamna. Then it is said, the 5th one it is said is, the 5th one is Dhamna Swena Sada Nirasta Kuhakam. Krishna is one who is always in his own dham. He never gets affected by material modes of creation. Dhamna Sada Nirasta. He always is eternally on the platform of spiritual realm. He is never affected by the material modes. So that is the 5th attribute of Lord. And the 6th one that is said is Satyam Param. He is the absolute truth. Param Satya. Dhimahi. So in the Srimad Bhagwatam, you will get to meditate, or Dhimahi matlab, Dhimahi is a word that is used in Gayatri Mantra. So Gayatri Mantras have Dhimahi word. So this Dhimahi means that this Srimad Bhagwatam is a method. This Srimad Bhagwatam will help you to meditate on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has all these 6 attributes. Who is Satyam Param, who is Janmadi Yasya Yataha, who is Swarat, who is Abhigya, who gives knowledge to everyone, right? Who bewilders even the great sages, and who always remains in the eternal, pure spiritual platform. Okay? So we will read Srila Prabhupada's translation. Okay, translation by Srila Prabhupada. O my Lord Sri Krishna, son of Vasudev, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the permeable cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance and destruction of the manifested universe. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representation of water seen in fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of material nature appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existing in the transcendental abode, who is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Okay? So, these are the 6 attributes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead mentioned, and specifically here the word Dhimahi is mentioned, that Srimad Bhagwatam will help us to meditate or develop relationship on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Dhi matlab, how many of you know the word Dhi? Buddhi. Dhiya. Dharan karna, okay, dharan karna. So the Dhi is Buddhi. Dhiya. How many of you know the word Dhiya? Very good. Dhiya matlab Buddhi. So Dhi matlab Buddhi. So Dhimahi matlab हमारी बुद्धि समावेश होना और completely immersed. Our intelligence gets completely immersed, or our meditation gets completely immersed. So Dhimahi. So Gayatri always ends with Dhimahi or Prachodayat. These are the 2 words which Gayatri ends with. Either Prachodayat or Dhimahi. Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tasya Vitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Then Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Okay, at least you remember one Gayatri. Okay, so Om Bhur Bhuvaswaha Tasya Vitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. I meditate on that person who is sustainer of the entire 3 creation, and he gives energy even to the Surya, who is the leader of all the planets, right? And Prachodayat means enthused, right? So Dhimahi means meditate, and after meditation it is Prachodayat. So it's not that we are doing some silent meditation on Krishna. We'll read Bhagwatam, and what we are doing after reading Bhagwatam, we'll just meditate on Krishna. Prachodayat. Prachodayat matlab? Prachar karna. Okay. Prachar karna. Okay. Chodayat. Matlab engaged. Prakrushta rupena engaged or enthusiastically engaged. Prachodayat's meaning means Prakrishta rupena. Prakrishta matlab specifically. Okay. So there are 2 words in Gayatri. One is called the Dhimahi, and the other one is called the Prachodayat. So pra means precise or specific, precisely. Chodayat means engaged, enthusiastically. So it's not that we read Srimad Bhagwatam And we ask all of you, what is the goal of reading Srimad Bhagwatam? Dhimahi. Just meditate and understand the Supreme. So there are many devotees, they are like very scholarly. They want to read a lot. I want to understand. They want to understand this pastime, they want to understand this pastime, they want to write down this pastime. And when you call them for service, Prabhuji, actually, they're not much interested of service. So that is not the goal. The goal is Dhimahi should bring Prachodayat. Actually, Srimad Bhagwatam is the natural commentation of the Brahma Sutras and the Brahma Gayatri. And the Brahma Gayatri says these two words, Dhimahi and Prachodayat. So Dhimahi means meditation. Meditate on that Supreme Lord who is having all these attributes, and Srimad Bhagavatam will help you meditate. But what is the goal of that meditation? Not just continue meditating. The goal is Prachodayat. Precisely, enthusiastically engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord. So we should understand that we are not silent meditators. So Srimad Bhagavatam is not going to bring us silent meditation, where we sit down in one corner and just read Srimad Bhagavatam and understand about Krishna, and then what you are doing? Nothing. That is not the purpose. The purpose is to help us enthusiastically engaged in the service of Krishna. So if after reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada writes in one Chaitanya Charitamrita purport. So Sri Prabhupada writes that the test of sincerity that person is doing sadhana or the person is reading Srimad Bhagavatam sincerely is his seriousness in executing the services given to him. So when one is sincere in sadhana, the end result will be he will be prachodayat. If one is dhimahi, then it will be prachodayat. So Om Bhur Bhuvashvaha Tasya Vitur Varenyam Sabitu. Sabitu is Suryadev. Tasya Vitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Right? Dhimahi. Meditate. I meditate on that Supreme Lord who even gives power to the Sun God, who is the ruler of the entire universe, who takes care of the entire universe, the Sun, right? And the Sun gets the power from the Supreme Lord. I meditate on that Supreme Lord. And Prachodayat. Oh Lord, I just don't want to meditate on you. I want to enthusiastically engage in some precise service at your lotus feet. So it's not that मैं सेवा करना चाहता हूँ. No devotee wants to just do service. Devotees want to do precise service. So what is my exact service I want to do? Right? Just like everyone in the company, the roles and definitions are clear. In the family, the roles are very clear. So similarly, devotee wants to precisely be engaged in the enthusiastic service in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So if one is not enthusiastic in service, the Srila Prabhupada says, right? That means there is some problem in the sadhana. There is some problem in the sadhana. Right? There is some problem in the sadhana. That means he is not understanding. That is the goal of sadhana. What is the goal of sadhana? Like I have seen some devotees, they will do so much of sadhana, so much of reading of Srimad Bhagavatam, but they will not be enthusiastic for any service. They will not do any service to Krishna. But if you are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, immediately desire should come, oh, what do I cook today for Krishna? Immediately the desire should come, oh, today will I make some halwa for Krishna? Not halwa for yourself, not halwa for your husband, but halwa for Krishna. If that desire is not coming in your heart, that means Srimad Bhagavatam you are not reading properly, right? So, if I have reading Srimad Bhagavatam, then, oh, what service I have been given by the superiors. Let me find out what service I have been. Let me do the service very enthusiastically. So, Dhimahi and Prachodaya, these two are the two special elements of any Gayatri mantra, right? So Gayatri mantra is recited to help us meditate, and it's a begging for giving us enthusiasm in performing devotional service. So there is Krishna Gayatri, there is Kama Gayatri, there is Gaura Gayatri, and different Gayatris are there. But the main purpose of the Gayatri is to invoke the blessings of the deity of the Gayatri. Okay, so Gayatri has we are invoking a particular deity in the Gayatri, and what we are asking, please give me enthusiasm to render service to you at your lotus feet. Okay, is this clear? So this is the basic first thing. If you read the purport also, Srila Prabhupada also mentions about how Gayatri is being invoked and all those things that is being mentioned. Please go through the purport and also answer the questions. I have given a lot of questions. So if you answer the questions, you will mostly get clear about what Srila Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport. So now, So now we will go a little ahead. That is how this verse can help us get rid of envy. Okay, so this is also a part of the assignment. You will find this question in the assignment also, where in the assignment, I'll just give a little explanation about this question in the assignment, where you will have to say that how all these 6 things, if we understand these 6 attributes of the Lord, each of the attribute can help us come out of envy. I will show you in the class 1 or 2 attribute. Other things you have to yourself figure it out. Okay, in the reading groups. Okay, so I will show you Satyam Param. How this attribute of the Lord can help us come out of envy. Okay. Now my question is to all of you, where Satya, the truth, is most desperately needed? When really you feel desperate need of Satya?
Prabhu, I think when injustice is happening.
Very good. One big Haribol for Dev Male Prabhu. Very good. Satyameva Jayate. Satyameva Jayate. So you really like Satya. Everyone likes truth, whether they want to speak the truth or not. But everyone likes to hear that people should deal with me truthfully, right? So Satyameva Jayate. So we really take shelter of Satya or the truth only when we really are thinking about justice. So Satya or truth and justice are very much interlinked, right? Very much interlinked. So if Satya is not there, then there is no question of justice only. It's not a. So Param Satya means what then? The Supreme Lord is Param Justice. He is Param fair. He is fully fair, fully just. He is Param Satya. He is fully just. He is fully fair. There is nothing, no guarantee of any unfairness when we deal with the Supreme Lord. Rather, you will get much more than what you are always supposed to get. So that means envy generally comes out of comparison, and that comparison grows into competition. Okay? And why we compare? Because we are not convinced that what he is getting is fully just and what I am getting is fully just. So our comparison comes in the heart when we do not have that conviction that whatever Lord is doing with me is fully just. So when devotee understands that Krishna is Satyam Param, or he is Param Satya, he understands that, oh, I am dealing with a person who is fully just, who can have no trace of injustice to anyone. You see, Putana, when Putana came to the Lord, Putana came with an intention to murder the Lord, but the Lord is beyond justice to Putana. He just saw that little bit of small motherly way she approached. She became a mother, But when Putana grew up to her original form, she was really not looking like a mother, right? Of such a cute Krishna. But when she came as a Putana, the lady, beautiful lady, dressed herself, she was really looking like a mother. And he was telling, Kanha, Kanha, मैं तो कान्हा से मिलने आई हूँ, मैं कान्हा कहाँ है? And all these Brajavasi were thinking, wow, Lakshmi इतना लालायित होके आई है कान्हा से मिलने के लिए. Like that they were telling. And she was holding a Padma Phool and walking like this. I don't know why they walk like this, but like this, she was walking. So, and wearing a Padma Phool. Now, I don't know, but whatever it is. And all the ladies were looking, oh, she's walking so beautifully, twirling the flower. So, just that aspect of Putana, Krishna gave justice. Okay, you came as a mother, I must make you a mother, right? So, we need to understand Krishna is Param Satya. And Param Satya means he is fully just. And we must understand if he is fully just, if he is giving some devotee something, then it is justice to him. If he is giving something to me, that means it is just. This everything to me, the way he is giving to me, then he is fully just. And if he has sanctioned something for some other devotee, then it is also fully just. So this conviction should come in the heart of a devotee if he wants to get rid of envy. That whatever I am getting, it is much more than what I am supposed to get. Just because I have become a devotee, that's why I am getting much more. Otherwise, I would have gone much lesser, because Krishna is fully just. He is Param Satya. There is no question of injustice when dealing with Krishna. If I am getting something, that means it is much more beyond that I am supposed to get. I am fully, this is full justice that is being given to me. Okay. So in this way, the first attribute that we are discussing is Param, Satyam Param, and we need to meditate on it again and again. And that's why it is important that instead of comparison, we should count what all gifts Krishna has given to me. And when we keep on counting, and not just count, we should be convinced that whatever I have got is actually much beyond. It is Satyam Param. Krishna is fully just. So in this way, this is the first thing that we can take about how just understanding how Krishna is Param Satya, we can really help to get rid of envy from our heart. And then the other one is Abhigya. Okay. Abhigya. The Lord is full knowledge, right? He is in full knowledge. So we need to understand the Lord. Sometimes we may think that, oh, I think I need to tell the Lord what I am going through, right? and that person did injustice to me, that person has so much and I don't have. So we need to understand the Lord knows everything about us. And our prayers, our desires, everything will be answered by the Lord. We do not have to become envious of someone else. If we just approach the Lord, that, oh Lord, this is what I want, please help me, then the Lord is ready to bless the person with that thing, right? And that's what this verse we will recite, and we will take some question answers. Okay? Okay. Yat sankulam haripada natimatra drishte.
Yat sankulam haripada natimatra drishte.
Vaiduriyamar katahema mayer vimane.
Vaiduriyamar katahema mayer vimane.
Yesham brihat katitata smitasobhimukhya.
Yesham brihat katitata smitasobhimukhya.
Krishnatmanam narajadadhur utsmayadye.
Krishnatmanam narajatadur utsmanadye.
Okay. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The inhabitants of Vaikuntha travel in their airplanes made of lapis lazuli, emerald and gold, although crowded by their consorts who have large hips and beautiful smiling faces. They cannot be stimulated to passion by their mirth and beautiful charms. Okay. Purport. In the material world, opulences are achieved by materialistic persons by dint of their labor. How in material world we get things? By working very hard, right? One cannot enjoy material prosperity unless he works very hard to achieve it. But the devotees of the Lord, who are residents of Vaikuntha, have the opportunity to enjoy a transcendental situation of jewels and emeralds. Ornaments made of gold bedecked with jewels are achieved not by working hard, but by benediction of the Lord. So in other words, devotees in Vaikuntha world or even in material world cannot be poverty stricken as is sometimes supposed. They have ample opulence for enjoyment, but they need not labor to achieve them. Okay. So everything in spiritual world is Hari Pada Anati Matra Drishte. Very nice, Sukadeva Goswami mentions. Hari Pada, matlab, in Vaikuntha, you just pay obeisances to Hari, that, oh Lord, I need an aeroplane. Immediately aeroplane comes. Matra Drishte. Matra matlab, आप Hari Pada आनत उठेंगे, आनत मतलब दंडवत करना, और उठेंगे तो एरोप्लेन साइड में खड़ा हुआ है. Amazing, na? Huh? I said, you do like this. Oh Lord, I need a wife. And get up. Wife is there. Oh Lord. Whatever all of your desires are. I have a desire. Oh Lord, please take me out of this material world. Come now, I am not in the studio now. I'm gone to spiritual world. So this is how the Lord is. The Lord is such merciful, so merciful. Abhigya, He is fully cognizant of all our desires. And just by offering obeisances to the Lord, everything is achieved, provided we become faithful devotee to the Lord. We have faith that yes, if we put dandavat to the Lord, Lord will provide everything. I don't have to work hard. Sometimes people become envious of the sannyasis, the devotees of the Lord. Kya he's not working? Huh? He's getting everything. I have to work so hard and get all these things. He doesn't work hard and he gets everything. Huh? So people are so envious. Like one person saw me and he was speaking, Swamiji, what do you do? So I said all these things I do. Like I was returning from the airport, taking a cab. So Swamiji, why you had come? And then I said I had come for a seminar. Oh, so you also go for seminar? Naha, company had invited me. Oh, so then he asked all the details about the company and what I do and everything. So Swamiji, everything, wherever you go like this, in flight only you travel? No, yes. No, who gives money? Do you earn something? I said, no, I don't earn. And immediately this person said, I am earning, but I have never traveled in flight. I said, that is because you are not worshipping the Supreme Lord. If you worship Supreme Lord, what is pick up flight? Krishna will give Biman to you, which doesn't require this fuel and doesn't making this push sound and all this combustion and all this pollution and creates all this bad air. So he will give you special Biman. So, Yat Sankulam, the Vaikuntha world is Hari Pada Anati. Anati matlab dandavat karna. Pranati, Anati, right? Pranati matlab that you have a desire, or Anati, or you have a desire. With that desire, you are offering obeisances. Okay? Right? So, जैसे मन मना भवमद भक्तो मद याजी माम नमस्कुरु. So there is namaskuru and there is called pranati or anati. There is the difference. Namaskuru means, oh Veer Narsimha Prabhu, so nice, you are such a nice devotee and all, I pay obeisances to you, you are such a nice devotee. This is namaskar. Okay. Oh Veer Narsimha Prabhu, you are such a charitable person, please give me some donation. This is Pranati. Okay, you are able to understand? Pranam karne ke liye pranati. Matlab, you have a desire to get something and you glorify the person or you pay dandavat to that person. Then it is called pranati or anati. Namaskar means without any desire, you just namaskar. I just want to do namaskar. So just by pranati or anati, offering obeisances with a desire to get something from the Lord, you just matra, you get up and see it is manifested. Just imagine. Huh? So, when one understands this fact, can anyone say how this understanding of this fact can help one get rid of envy? Okay, anyone please raise hand. Yes, Udharan Krishna Prabhu. Oh.
So by understanding that, I know that Supreme Lord will take care of everything for me, and that's why I don't have to encroach upon any other quota.
I don't have to encroach. I don't have to think, oh, why he is getting. If you want, you pray, you will get. He has got from whom?
Supreme Lord.
Supreme Lord. And how you will also get? You will also easily get from the Supreme Lord. Why you are envying him or her? Right? If he is he has got some opulence, he has got some resources, he has got from the Supreme Lord. Right? So the Devatas, you will see, they will not encroach upon the demon's property. Correct? Like Indra, he wants some property, he will not go and find out who is in this universe has the property and I will snatch it. Indra, what he will do? Indra will go to the Supreme Lord and he will say, oh Lord, I want to enjoy, please give me. And then the Supreme Lord will give. Just like the Supreme Lord gave Urvasi to Indra. Lo, take Urvasi, take this, take that. So, the Devatas will not encroach upon others' property. Mandodari was so beautiful, very beautiful. He was one of the most beautiful lady in the entire universe, but you will not find any of the Devatas coming and encroaching upon Mandodari and kidnapping Mandodari. But you will find Ravana coming and encroaching upon the other ladies, the wives of Neela and Sita, all these ladies. Ravana is encroaching, but you will not find the Devatas. Devatas, they are simple. They want to enjoy. It's not that they want to purely serve Krishna. They want to enjoy, but they will not encroach upon or envy upon others. They will go to Krishna, Krishna, mere ko paisa chahiye, do. And then Krishna will give them some money and they will enjoy with that money and they will not also misuse the money. So this is Deva category of people. So as soon as we understand that this devotee has got this special opulence by mercy of Krishna, and I will also get these special opulences by mercy of Krishna. So this is how we can get rid of envy, by understanding abhigyaha. Abhigyaha. By Krishna understands my prayers and desires, and he has the power to fulfill these desires. So in this way, so you take up all these 6 attributes, and in your reading group, try to find out how these 6 attributes will help you get rid of envy. Okay. So the section of this is, I have given the name that overcoming envy by understanding the supremacy of the Lord. How you can overcome envy by understanding the supremacy of the Lord. Okay. Hare Krishna. We will end here and we'll take some questions. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Are there any questions? Yes. Oh, there's so many questions. Yes, Ritu Mataji has a question. Hi. Yes.
So before you told that envy जो है वो comparison से आता है. So sometimes what happens, we don't compare by ourselves, but comparison done by any third person. Like then you feel competition, like parents do comparison, their kids to both kids or one kid to another kid. So how to stop it? How can we stop that thing?
Yeah, correct.
Because it's done by third person, not by us.
Yes. So sometimes a comparison is done by a third person whom we love, and because we love that third person, and because the third person is comparing us, so it may become, we may become envious, or we'll start being competitive. So we need to understand that competition is not bad. Not all competition is born out of envy, right? So sometimes we see that the gopis are competing in spiritual world. So the competition, there are 2 types of competition. So sometimes the superiors may invoke a healthy competition between, or the parent may invoke a healthy competition. But if you are getting affected by the competition, how are we to understand that I am getting affected of envy out of this competition? Envy means टांग उसको नीचे करके मैं ऊपर उठूंगा. This is called envy. So it's not that all competition is born out of envy, right? So how to understand the competition is born from envy? I will put him down and then I will grow up. Then it is envy. But if I grow up, then it is not envy, because he is practicing so nicely. I should also practice very nicely. Oh, he has remembered 15 slokas, right? Then I will also remember 20 slokas. This is not competition out of envy. What is competition out of envy? He has learned 15 slokas. From where he is learning? Oh, he has an iPad. So what I will do, I'll pour some water on the iPad when he is out of the thing, and then the iPad is gone, and then he cannot remember the slokas. So this is called competition out of envy. But he has remembered 15 slokas, I will remember 20 slokas, right? And I will remember tough 20 slokas. He has remembered 15 slokas of Bhagavad Gita, I will remember 20 slokas of Bhagwatam. This is not competition out of envy. This is competition out of doing some better service to Krishna. I will also become better. So envy means doing harm to someone. If that competition is bringing harm to someone, then it is envy. But if the competition is bringing growth for ourselves, so that we can do much better service to Krishna, then that is not born out of envy. Is this clear? So sometimes parents may invoke a competition between the siblings, or invoke a competition between someone else, so that the person grows and okay, he sees. Otherwise the person may get into inertia and he may not work hard, he may not study hard. So that is not envy. Envy means it is born out of thing to harm others. Okay? Is this clear? And second thing, how do we understand it is born out of envy? That imagine, for example, some another lady is singing very nicely, and I also want to sing very nicely. So I also start doing all rehearsals and everything, but ultimately the voice is also a bottleneck, right? It's not that you can just do Sare Gama Pada Nisa and you will be able to sing nicely. You may do Sare Gama Pada Nisa for years together, but if you have not got a voice, you will not be able to sing. Imagine after doing good amount of riyaz and everything for 2 years, you are still not able to sing properly like that lady. So general tendency is to become depressed. So if you are becoming depressed, then it is out of envy. But if you are thinking, oh, I tried, I endeavored to do service like that lady, or improve my service, it didn't happen. That means Krishna wants me to do some other service. And you try to explore what unique service Krishna wants me to do other than singing, then it is not out of envy. That competition is not out of envy, right? Sometimes we may get inspired by some other devotee doing some service. Sometimes we may get inspired, oh, that devotee gives such nice classes. I would also prepare myself and give classes. And you prepare for 1 year, 2 years, then also you are not able to give class. That means if you are becoming depressed out of it, अरे देखो, मैं तो कुछ नहीं हूँ, मैं तो बकवास हूँ. Actually, we need to understand inferiority complex comes from envy only. So whether it is inferiority complex or whether superiority complex. Inferiority complex means depression and everything. Inferiority complex is born out of envy. So even after endeavoring, if I endeavor a lot to sing like that devotee, cook like that devotee, speak like that devotee, and still it is not happening, and I am not taking into inferiority complex. Like, what is the use of my life? Just see that devotee. He is able to get mercy of Krishna. I am useless. I am useless. If you are not speaking like this, then it is not born out of envy, that competition. So rather, if we are failing in certain things after endeavor, we should try to explore what unique thing I have that I can do, or is it I have some other quality I am unnecessarily trying to compare with others and do. Okay. So if inferiority complex is not coming, then also we can understand that it is not out of envy. So these two things to test it is not out of envy. First thing is that in competition, if we are harming others, then it is born out of envy. But if it is not harming others, you are not encroaching any another's property, you use your own resources to grow like that person, then it is not born out of envy. Second, in competition, there will be failures also. So if there is failure in the competition, you don't get into inferiority complex. If there is success in the competition, you don't get into superiority complex. Then it is not born out of envy. It is just born, okay, I succeeded. Oh, Krishna is so happy. I did some service. Oh, I failed. Okay, okay. I think Krishna wants me to do some other service. Then it is born out of envy. So these are the two ways where we can test whether our competition is born out of envy or not. This was a question in the assignment, but I said you the answer. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, I think Ajay Jaina Prabhu, then Dev Malya Prabhu. Huh? No, kuch mat. Oh, this is almost getting close now. Yes, please tell.
Prabhuji, we are discussing about the qualities of Krishna here today. And in the Bhagavad Gita also there are 6 appearances we talked about, like Saudya, Vidya, Gyan, Beauty, renunciation and toil. But here we talk something different. Knowledge is common, but we have not talked about Saudya, Vidya, renunciation and beauty and toil. So how we are correlating whatever we have discussed in Bhagavad Gita and whatever we have discussed today here.
Oh, Bhagavad Gita doesn't speak about that definition. Bhagavad Gita speaks of, Vishnu Puran speaks about Bhagavan. One who is Bhagavan has the 6 attributes. So there can be many definitions defining Krishna in different ways. So that is also right, and this is also proper. This is Srimad Bhagwatam explains that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has the 6 attributes. Okay, so there is no correlation. That is also right. That is also right. Two different ways. We can describe the Supreme Lord in unlimited ways. So you will find unlimited. The word Krishna, we just say Krishna means all attractive. Our acharyas have described Krishna in multiple ways. Your mind will get blocked. My goodness, the word Krishna itself means so many things. So in that way, we just, because we are mlechas of Kali Yuga people, we understand simple Krishna means all attractive. Akarshayati iti Krishna, one who attracts everyone. But Krishna word itself has lot of meanings that our acharyas have given. Similarly, Lord has so many ways we can describe the Lord. Okay. Another name of the Lord is Uttama Sloka. Uttama Sloka means he can be described in so many slokas, so many ways, varieties of ways. Okay. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Poonam Mataji and then Dev Mali Prabhu. One lady, one man, like that.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Bolo.
Prabhuji, like you said, in material world we cannot have everything. Like for example, if a lady is like a CEO in a very big company, and she's not doing bhakti, or I don't know how much time she's giving to the family. So like that, then and then still, like if a devotee prays, then how is it possible, or is it really possible only in Vaikuntha, or we should have some acceptance and move ahead?
So we need to understand. So as the word says, Abhigya. So Krishna also knows what is good for our spiritual life, what is not good for our spiritual life. A devotee may pray, oh Krishna, give me this, give me that, make me Prime Minister of the country. Devotee may pray like this. And Krishna is thinking, बच्चू, Prime Minister बनेगा, अभी 16 वाला नहीं कर पा रहा है, सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी का इंजीनियर बन के, तो Prime Minister बनेगा, हाँ? कभी नहीं बनाऊंगा तुमको. So बंद हो गया. So a devotee, just change the battery. No, don't switch on, just change the battery. Switch off the video. So we'll just change the battery. So the Prime Minister may think, or Prime Minister may not be a good position for us to really practice Krishna consciousness. So Krishna may not give us. So he is Abhigya. He knows fully what is what is good for our spiritual life, what is not good for our spiritual life. So in that way, we do not have to worry so much, because Krishna is not a ordinary person. He is not just any demigod. When we are going to him and asking, he will just, okay, ठीक है, पर्चा देखेगा, okay, ठीक है, and दे देगा. ऐसे नहीं. Krishna will see what is good for our spiritual life, what is not good for our spiritual life. So we do not have to worry. You may pray, you may cry, you may beat your head, blood may come out of your head, and Krishna will just, no problem. I will not give you. He is Swarat also. Swarat means he is independent. He is not dependent on your Haripadanata Matra. It's not that, he is Swarat. You may cry, beat your head, but he may not give you. You may beat, Krishna, Krishna, give me this, give me this. Keep on crying. Keep on crying. And so you do not have to worry. When we deal with Krishna, we should be complete. That's why he is Param Satya. He is fully just. We should not think only of any injustice. If he is not giving you, means you should be fully convinced that it is good for you. Even after beating your head, Krishna is not giving. That means it is best thing that Krishna is not doing. Right? Right.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Yes, Haribol. Yes. Now Dev Malya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, my question is regarding this first sloka of this Bhagwatam. So I saw that it starts with the prayers. Okay. So now my question is, how can I improve my quality of prayers so that I can please Guru, Acharyas and Krishna?
Yeah, so it's a very nice question. How we can actually pray nicely. So just like How many of us mute? So how many of us have done good handwriting practice book? What is the good handwriting practice book? So there will be A already written. So you have to just, what you do? You have to join the dots and make A. ना कितने लोग किए हैं बचपन में A, and वो ऑलरेडी लिखा हुआ है, आपको केवल ज्वाइन करना है A, फिर B C ऐसे ज्वाइन करना, फिर कर्सिव के लिए A B ऐसे ज्वाइन करके आपको ऑलरेडी वर्ड लिखा हुआ है डॉग, सो यू राइट डॉग along with it, right? So similarly, we also want to offer nice prayers. So our Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Das Thakur, all our acharyas have already made dotted prayers. So we have to first join with their prayers. Okay, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, I am a dog, Amito kukur. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is not kukur. He is telling us because when you pray, you are a kukur, right? Right? So he is not kukur, but Krishna has inspired me that you, Bhaktivinoda, you write songs that you are kukur. So when Sri Nitai Das will read that song, then it will be a truth. When you are writing, it is not, you are not kukur. But I want Sri Nitai Das to sing the song so that he realizes he is a kukur. Right? So when we read Bhaktivinoda Thakur prayers, Narottam Das Thakur's prayers, so we are actually, making handwriting practice, prayer practice on their prayers. Right? Just like someone has written in that notebook A, B, C, D and हम हाथ चलाते हैं केवल, तो हमारा हाथ चलता है. तो उसी तरह we should remember the prayers of our acharyas, songs of our Bhaktivinoda Thakur, songs of Narottam Das Thakur, and recite those prayers only in front of the Supreme Lord. Gora pahuna bhajiya menu prema ratana dhana helaya harainu. Oh Gora, I have not worshipped you and I have only given up the prema ratna dhana, like that. So we pray based on our acharyas, and then we'll develop a practice of the prayers, and we should understand how to pray to the Supreme Lord, what all elements are there of the prayers. Okay, so we should simply rely on our acharyas. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yes, Selja Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी, दंडवत।
हाँ, दंडवत।
मुझे ये तो अभी हम एक्सप्लेन किए फर्स्ट और सेकंड, इसमें थोड़ा सा डाउट है। जैसे कि यू सेड दैट ही इज परम सत्यम, मतलब सत्यम परम, मतलब व्हाटएवर वी आर गेटिंग इट इज मच मोर व्हाट वी डिजर्व। ठीक है, अगर इसको हम अच्छे से समझ लेते हैं, देन सेकंड वाले के लिए हम क्यों प्रार्थना करें कि हमको ये चाहिए? Second one में Krishna will give.
That's why it is the sixth one, na Param Satya. Second wala, what we discussed is the first one, Abhigya. So slowly you will grow to the sixth one, Param Satya. First you will pray, Abhigya, Krishna, you know my heart, you give me what? Then Krishna doesn't give. Then you understand Krishna is Swarat. Oh, Krishna is not. Okay. And then Tena Brahma Vrida. Then you pray to Krishna, oh Krishna, you tell me then what you want of me. You give me knowledge. Tene Brahma Vrida. And then it says that Muhyanti Yatsura. Krishna, don't bewilder me out of illusion. Please tell me. Right? And Dhamna Swena, Krishna, how I can go to spiritual world. And when you understand all these things, then finally you will realize Krishna is Param Satya. Krishna ko koi control nahi kar sakta hai. He will do justice also, but he will do justice based on his way, what he thinks is justice. Okay, just like you cannot go to the judge and say, Judge, you are going to give justice. This is what justice I want and you give me that justice. Can you tell like this? So what we discussed, Param Satya, is the end of the entire thing, the sixth one. And in the next we discuss the first one, Abhigya. So by the time you reach Param Satya, you will get fully convinced. कृष्णा को कोई कंट्रोल, ही इज बियॉन्ड दिस मोड, धामना स्वेन सदा निरस्त कुहकम, वो इधर रहता ही नहीं है, तो उसको क्या प्रार्थना करके कृष्णा को यू गो एंड आस्क, ओ कृष्णा प्लीज गिव मी ए कार. कृष्णा सर कार क्या करेगा, तुम इधर रहना ही नहीं है तुमको, चल ऊपर धामना स्वेन सदा निरस्त कुहकम. ये कुहकम मतलब मैजिक. दीज आर ऑल इल्यूजरी. कार, मेरे पास कार है क्या? नहीं. चलो अहंकार को छोड़ दो, कार भी चला जाएगा अहंकार के साथ. So you come. So Krishna is Param Satya, but we realize, get convinced of Param Satya when we go through all these experiences. Abhigya, Swarat, Ruddha, Adi Kavaye, Muyanti Yat Surya, Dhamna Swena, सब होने के बाद सब समझ में आ जाएगा. कृष्णा अभी लेके जाओ मेरे को ऊपर. Is this clear? Because we didn't follow the right order, that's why you are a little confused. We talked about the last one. Okay? Don't worry. Krishna is much more intelligent than you. You cannot, he's Swarat. Okay? You cannot put Krishna into trouble. You have seen so many demigods are put into trouble by their cheles. Right? Like Lord Shiva is put into trouble by Brikasur. Brahma is put into trouble by Hiranyakashipu. You will never find Krishna is put into trouble by someone who got some benediction from Krishna. Krishna is not put into trouble. Right? So Krishna is never put into trouble.
एक और छोटा सा क्वेश्चन है. You told about Namaskar and Pranati. Namaskar means with desire, Pranati means with desire, but we all have Pranati mantras.
Yes, so we have a desire also. So it's not that desires are wrong. You need to understand desires are not wrong. So we need.
Only I want to proceed on what desires we should do.
That's why we say Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Krishna Presthaya Bhutale. Right? Namo Vishnu Padaya. He has come, Krishna Presthaya Vishnu Padaya. He has. Where is the sound? You mute? You mute? Some sound is coming. So he has been sent by Krishna to take us to Vishnupad. Right? Namo Vishnupadaya. He is always in the Vishnupad, and Krishna Presthaya, Krishna has sent him to take us to Vishnupad, to take us to Vaikuntha, to take us to the lotus feet of Krishna. So there is a prayer. Similarly, Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi. Oh, no, I am offering obeisances to you. Paschatya Desatarine. You are delivering, so you deliver me also. So there is a desire, definitely, from the ill effects of these Sunyavadi, Nirvisheshvadi. So Pranati is having desires, and you can have spiritual desires, no problem. Okay. Yes, some Prabhuji. Yes, Sam Narayan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, we discussed about a little about Gayatri. So, what is Gayatri or who is Gayatri?
Yeah, very good question. What is Gayatri? Who is Gayatri? Maybe we'll have a special class on Gayatri itself. I'm reading a book by His Holiness Sachinandan Swami Maharaj also on Gayatri. So it's a very nice question, but it will take a lot of time. It will take almost 1 hour to describe the entire what is Gayatri and how it is different than holy name. Imagine I am not doing Gayatri. So will I go back to Godhead? There are some questions like that. So we'll take it. So Kushal Bihari Prabhu. So so we have two things that are pending. One is we want to learn about the mysteries of destiny. That is pending, I think. And also Gayatri also we should take a class because this is also. Yes, Kushal Bihari Prabhu, are you there? So I think he's not there. He's
getting ready for Brahmotsav.
Oh, he is getting ready for Brahmotsav. Yes. So tell him that to fix a class on Gayatri. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Our Syama Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have actually 3 questions, but I'll ask one.
Okay, please.
When we pay obeisances to Lord without desires, only with gratitude and only to pay respect, so what happens then? Does the Lord take control of our life, or is there anything else that the Lord does when we pay obeisances like that?
So generally, obeisances and prayers are of two, 3 categories. The first one is Samprarthanamatmika. So the first type of prayer is So prayers are of three categories. So the first category is samprarthnaatmika. Samprarthna atmika means just glorification of the Lord. We just pay obeisances because, oh Lord, you are so great, I am paying obeisances, you have done so much. This is samprarthanatmika. The second one is dainya bodhika. We offer obeisances to the Lord to express our humility. Oh Lord, I am a useless person, I am so fallen and all. You are so great. The third one is lalasamai, with some spiritual desire. Okay? With some spiritual desires. So even if we do these two, samprarthanatmika and dainya bodhika, we express our humility and all. So Lord will do ultimately what is good for us. So sometimes a devotee just prays, oh Lord, just do whatever you think is good for me. And then the Lord does something what is best for us. He will take us to spiritual world and everything. So some devotees pray like that. Some devotees have a specific spiritual desire. They say that, no Lord, I want you to do like this with me. So they pray. So different devotees have different moods at different point of time. So all three are accepted. Okay. So we do not have to worry. Sometimes we have some lalasa, some spiritual lalasa. Sometimes we may do prayer or pay obeisances out of dainya bodhika. Sometimes it is out of some prarthanatmika. Okay. All three are accepted by our acharyas and all three are proper. We do not have to worry. Okay. And the Lord, how He will act? He will, just like a mother, when a child pays obeisances to the mother and again, so the mother naturally feels that I should do something for my child. I should do something for my child. So the Lord always feels like this. Whether we are in the first category, second category, third category, Lord pays obeisances. That's why accepting obeisances, you get indebted. You get indebted. So that's why someone is paying obeisances, best is to pay back obeisances. Then the debt is over. But if someone is paying obeisances and you are not paying obeisances to him or her, then you are getting debt. Debt of the pranati the person is doing. And that debt you have to fulfill. Like sometimes the guru may not pay back obeisances. Right? Then the guru gets debt from the disciple. And then the guru has to really take charge of the disciple, take care of the disciple. Because the guru is taking so much of obeisances from the disciple. And he is not paying obeisances back. So that's why the safest course is, if anyone pays you obeisances, pay back obeisances so you don't get debt. So the Lord also doesn't want to keep all the balances. He wants to keep balances, everything clear. So he also doesn't want to keep any debt. Anyone pays obeisances, the Lord thinks, "Arey, kuch kar dene chahiye usko. I should do something for this person." Okay. So from the Lord's point of view, He will always want to do some service to you if you pay obeisances. Yeah. So it says, "Na nama sankirtanam yasya jagat mangalam amhasam pranami dukkha sammannas tam namami hari param pranami dukkha sammannas." Pranami, as soon as you do pranami to Hari, dukkha sammannas, dukkha completely goes away. Right? So the Lord says, anyone मेरे को दंडवत किया तो इसका जीवन से दुख तो हटाऊंगा ही मैं. Right? Chinta haras chintita parijata. Lord is chinta haras, dukkha haras, amangala hara. So that will anyway happen, whether we have desire or not. Is this clear? Just like you take a sugar candy. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives example. You take a sugar candy. You lick the sugar candy, you chew the sugar candy, you crush the sugar candy. If you crush the sugar candy, it will give bitter taste, and if you lick, it will give sweet taste. What do you think, Samapriya?
Sugar candy will give sweet taste.
Yes. If you crush it, you will the sugar candy say, "Arey, crush किया, अरे कैसे ऐसे कर सकता है? दबा दिया मेरे को." हाँ? So ऐसे नहीं. If you lick it, It will give, if you worship it and then lick it, then also it will give sweet taste. If you throw it and bring it and again taste it, then also it will give. So Krishna is like that. However you approach him, tasmad vairano vandena, nirvairena bhayena va, snehat bhayat va yunjat, nekshate, kathanchit nekshate pritha. Krishna doesn't see difference. Krishna sees everything. If you approach Krishna with bhaya, you approach Krishna with love, you approach Krishna with enmity, Krishna sees, oh, this person has come, isko kripa denge. Is this clear? But our acharyas have said we should approach Krishna in these three categories. Lalasamai, spiritual desires. Okay? Okay, yes, Bikram Prabhu. Yes, Dandabad.
प्रभु मेरा क्वेश्चन था, जैसे आपने बोला कि भगवान है वो सर्वत्र, he knows everything and he can control everything. So why I think he is not able to control Duryodhana? Because of all the description of happened.
Yeah. So why he is not able to control Duryodhana? Why didn't he control our Mr. What is his name? Who was Magadh Raj? Jarasandh. Why didn't control? Because Krishna thought that these fellows are very good marketers, marketing agents. These are all very good people to bring all the demons together. I have come to kill all the demons, and if I go to every province and kill all the demons, it becomes very difficult. Then Krishna is thinking, what I will do is that I will give some power to this Jarasandh, this Duryodhan. They will become king of demons. They will do all the good work for me, and then I can do my Ras Leela, I can get married, I can deliver my devotees, and they will collect all the demons for me. They will become the leader of the demons. Jarasandh collected so many demons, Duryodhan collected all the demons, and they will collect, and then one go I will kill them. So that's why Krishna sometimes creates leader among the demons and gives them opportunity to so that they are also doing job for him only. You should understand. So Duryodhan did a great job. He collected all the demons on his side, and then one go everything is gone. Jarasandh Krishna didn't kill Jarasandh. So why Krishna didn't kill? Actually Krishna was about to kill. Balramji said, Krishna, let's spare him off. If we spare him, then he will get again one more Akshoni of demons. And then we'll kill it. Otherwise, to go around the world, roam around the world and kill one demon, I don't think what will happen to your Ras Leela, Krishna. Balram said like this. So then Krishna said, good idea, Balram. We will throw him up. And then Jarasandh goes back to Magadh, Bihar. He says, Arey, just see, Krishna ने छोड़ दिया. Because डर रहा था मेरे को मारने के लिए. हाँ, देखा, कृष्ण ने छोड़ दिया. Because मार देगा, मेरा बाकी सब लाके मार देंगे. So like that Jarasandh said. And because of his boastful nature, more demons came. नहीं, जाएंगे, कृष्ण को मारे. Again he came. 17 times Jarasandh came. 17 times Balram ji said, छोड़ दो अभी, फिर लेके आने दो. Like that 17 Akshonis Jarasandha brought to be killed by Krishna. 17 Akshoni. One Akshoni is about almost like 13 lakh demons. So 40 lakhs एक साथ आ गए. Otherwise imagine 40 lakh को एक जाके मारना. It's a big task. Then all बमसी बजाना सब बंद हो जाएगा. गोपी लोग बोले, कृष्ण क्या तुम इतने टेंशन में क्यों है? अरे असुरों को मारने के लिए आया है, तो बांसुरी कैसे बजाऊं? नो टेंशन हो रहा है. So then Krishna sends Jarasandh, gets all the asuras, right? And then he can play flute. Nice idea, na? What do you think, Vikram Prabhu? That this idea was given by our Balramji to Krishna. Huh? You knew this idea of Krishna? Balramji. This is a very special idea given by Balram. Balram is actually Sevak Bhagavan. He wants to see that Krishna is enjoying always. So he wants to increase the enjoyment of Krishna. So he gives all these ideas so that Krishna doesn't have to go and roam. अरे कहाँ असुर बैठा हुआ है, कहाँ असुर बैठा हुआ है. You make one terrorist as the leader and he will collect all the terrorists and एक साथ आएंगे, मार दो एक साथ. Like that. That's the strategy. Okay? Yes, Sweta Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम एक्चुअली मुझे वो परशुराम वाला पांच टाइम्स नहीं क्लिक किया प्रभु
so when
how he bewildered Parsuram, Lord bewildered Parsuram.
So Lord Ram bewildered Parsuram. So when Parsuram came, so then Lord bewildered Parsuram by offering by taking all his powers and he was very much mesmerized. And Parsuram also comes in Krishna Leela in many times, and Parsuram also teaches Bhishma, so that he is doing some service. He actually teaches Bhishma and he learns a lot of arts. He also teaches, I think, Karna, correct? Karna is also taught by Parshuram. So he creates that, sets the scene for Krishna to act, like putting Bhishma in the other side and then fighting. So in that way, Parshuram is also attracted. Similarly, Mahavishnu is also attracted by the Supreme Lord. That Mahavishnu.
Sorry.
Sorry? Okay. Yes. Is this clear? But there is no, I don't think there is a direct interaction of Parshuram and Krishna, but these are the indirect involvement of Parshuram. But there is a direct involvement of Mahavishnu with Krishna. And there is a verse, Sukadeva Goswami says, that even Krishna's incarnations in the third canto, Krishna's incarnations also are attracted by the Supreme Lord. Okay? Yes, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Yes, Dev Malya Prabhu.
Prabhu, I have one small doubt.
Yeah.
Like, when you were explaining about the Gayatri Mantra, so you also mentioned that terminology, that Brahma Gayatri. So is this the same or they have some different significance?
Yes, so there are different Gayatris, Brahma Gayatri, Kama Gayatri, Krishna Gayatri, and different Gayatris. So Brahma Gayatri is what we generally sing, Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. They have different significance. Okay, we will take it in Gayatri class. Okay.
Sure.
What is? Okay, Rajesh, you have some other question? Yes. Dandavad.
Yeah, I have questions like which basically you stated here that basically God is the son of Vasudeva. It's okay to be basically call a God son of Vasudeva in material world, but is it okay to be stated the God is the same way in the spiritual world?
Correct.
Basically.
So in spiritual world also, God has a father. So that is Vasudeva. So it's not that when Lord comes to material world, he picks up someone else as father. The father position of God is reserved. So when Lord also comes, along with him, his father also comes, Vasudeva. So the material world Vasudeva and spiritual world Vasudeva, they are not different. They are the same person only. Lord doesn't come alone. Lord comes with his own dham. He comes with all his entourage. Sri Chaitanya Jive Daya Kari Swaparsada Swiya Dhama Saha Avatari. So when the Lord comes, he brings his Swaparshada and he also brings his dham. So the Vasudeva, what we are mentioning in material world, is same Vasudeva of spiritual world. Similarly, Nanda is the same Nanda of spiritual world. It's not that Nanda of material world, Nanda of spiritual world is different. Is this clear? But sometimes a devotee may also wants to become a father of the Lord. Then what happens? Vasudeva comes and the devotee enters the body of Vasudeva and experiences how to become a father of the Lord. Is this clear?
Yeah, but in some sense it's considered that basically part of creation, the creator of the wisdom. So once we say somebody is part of God.
Your voice is not clear. The question is not clear.
Sometimes it's basically considered part of the creator of the something. So your father must be tell that father is God.
Correct.
So it's basically demeaning or basically taking the means giving the less value to the God itself.
Yes. So when God only wants like that, na. God wants that, I am getting bored by becoming father. I want someone to become my father and give me love. So, because God wants, that's why some devotees want to please God in that way and become father. Like for example, you are father of someone, right? But then imagine though you are father of someone, your son comes and says, Papa, शायद आपका पैर दुख रहा है क्या? And मैं आपका पैर दबा देता हूँ, मैं आपके लिए कुछ कर लेता हूँ. And he gets something by becoming your father. He is concerned about you. Then you feel so nice, Hare, my son has grown up, like that you say, correct? Huh? Imagine your son grows up, then he becomes your father. Father, I think you should take this medicine, and you're not taking medicine, like that your son says. So how will you feel? You feel, my son has grown up. So similarly, a devotee, when he is a neophyte, in the beginning, he may treat God as his father, but when he grows up, he considers himself as father of God. He says, "Arey, tum mithai zyada kha raha hai kana, diabetes ho jayega." So like that he can. So sometimes a son may also become father out of concern, out of love. Right now you may not experience it because maybe your son is so small, but you will see when the son goes to 8th class, and imagine, I have seen one girl is there, and her father is having diabetes. So the girl becomes so angry. Papa, nahi khayenge aap mithai. As if the girl is only the mother. She will shout at the father like anything. And the papa is like, yes, nahi khayenge, beta rakh dete hain. Now, and the father feels so proud that मेरी बेटी बड़ी हो गई है अभी, my बेटी समझदार हो गई है, and मेरे को कितना प्रेम करती है. Now the बेटी has not remained बेटी now. बेटी has become father now, but the father is feeling more happiness. So exactly Krishna also feels like that happiness. जब भक्त उनके ऊपर चिल्लाते हैं, तुम खाता नहीं है कृष्णा, तुम बहुत परिश्रम करता है, खड़ा रहता है, खा लो, कुछ टाइम पे नहीं खाता है, इतना भक्तों को कृपा करता है, खुद टाइम पे अपना शरीर का ख्याल नहीं रखता है. तो then Krishna also feels nice. You're able to understand? You will understand it when Srutmay becomes little more elder and becomes your father. Right now you will not understand this understanding. Take some time. So it's not demeaning, rather it is more glorifying that Lord has such devotees who are so concerned about the Lord that they don't want to remain just as devotees. They want to become father of the Lord, lover of the Lord. Okay? Hari Bol, Hari Bol. God become more. Your voice is not clear. You speak clearly. God God becomes bored. Lord becomes bored because of too much of worship. Too much of worship. Because you have not got that much of worship, that's why you are confused. Imagine everyone is just clicking photographs, taking autographs, clicking photographs, taking autograph. कोई पूछता भी नहीं खाना खाया कि नहीं. तो आप बोले बाप रे अरे, हाँ? And then मम्मी आती है आपका कॉलर पकड़ के लेके खींच के चले जाते, खाना खा फिर फोटोग्राफ खींचना. ठीक है? So sometimes we may get bored with many of the celebrities. They change their face and go out to the public so that they are not recognized, because it becomes too much, itna photograph, itna autograph. Is this clear? Yes, I think last Asit Prabhu will end then.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Dandavat, yes.
First song, there is a prayer, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Here, today's class we explained, we are praying to God, Lord Krishna, who is the son of Vasudeva.
Yes.
So the mention, the other father of Krishna is Vasudeva. When we are praying to God, for the Lord Krishna, we are praying to God seriously. And same, what we got from Lord Krishna, and exactly we got from Lord Vasudeva. An importance of Lord Krishna and Vasudeva is same.
So Krishna and Vasudeva is same. The same. So it's the same, different names. Like Krishna, Syam Sundar, and Kanha. These are the different names of Krishna. So Vasudeva is another name of Krishna. Is it clear?
No, Prabhuji. I am saying, you are saying that Vasudeva is another name of Krishna.
Yes.
But I am saying Vasudeva is the father of Lord Krishna.
Vasudev and Vasudev are two different personalities. Oh, that is the confusion. Okay. So, Vasudev is B-A. This is father. Son is Vasudev with a A. This is Krishna and this is father. So, generally, this is Sanskrit. Like my father's name is Pramod. So my name will become Pramod. Right? You add Akar in the name of your father, then is the son's name. Right? Okay? So Vasudev is father, Vasudev is Krishna.
But here mentioned
Vasudev. So that means Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That means we are addressing to Krishna. The Vasudev means itself. The name Vasudev means son of Vasudev.
Okay, yes.
The name Vasudev means son of Vasudev. Vasudev, matlab son of Vasudev. Pramod means son of Pramod. Like that. Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay. Chalo. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagwatam Mahapuran ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol.